Hi everyone, we are talking about life skills for lockdown here. We're talking about how to rinse your eyes. Now this is going to be quite useful if your eyes are irritated or sore for any reason. Maybe you've got something in them when you've been cutting the grass or trimming or whatever else, or the eyes are just feeling dry or irritated, or maybe you think you've got a bit of an infection. This can be your kind of first port of call. First thing we need to talk about is sterility. Even though we're going to be using boiled cooled water, that's not really ideal. If you have a proper kind of saline rinse that's not been opened, that's going to be sterile, that's going to be much better for you, so see if you can get hold of those. But they're hard to get at the moment, and it's hard to have to hand when you need it. So the eye's fairly hardy and it'll survive using boiled cooled water, so go for that. At the very least, you've got to wash your hands carefully, but you should be doing that anyway, of course. Body temperature is ideal in terms of the water. If it's too cold, it startles you and it makes you close your eyes, which is the last thing you want when you're trying to rinse them, so trying to keep them nice and wide open, so tepid temperature is going to be important. Now, this is usually easier when you're sitting down, so if you can get somewhere to sit, that would be good, or you can stand over the sink. A towel around your neck is probably good because there's going to be a lot of water gushing everywhere, and certainly some tissues. It's easier if you've got a helper. I've enlisted Luke behind me, he's going to help me rinse my eyes in a wee minute, and then the next thing you need is something to kind of squirt the boiled cooled water into your eyes. So we're going to have a wee look at what we've got around the house that might be suitable for that. Right, so we've got a wee range of things to try. Let's start with squirty things are good. So let's start with courtesy of Baby Hope, her squirty bottle. Now this is good because it's not too harsh, but you see there's a very big stream, not ideal. This is actually a sinus rinse, for those of you who know what that is. Good easy squirt, very good stream there, but again that's pretty thick, so that's going to be a huge volume of water. Luke's water bottle. Well, that's pretty good, a wee bit thinner, still pretty harsh, isn't it? So not ideal. And then we're into the pourers, so we've got Baby Hope's bottle. See, now that's an ideal thickness of stream, but there's not a lot of pressure behind it, but actually that might work quite well. And then finally, if all else fails, you've got the old jug, but you can see the amount of water coming out there is absolutely huge, way more than you need. So we're going to go with this. Okay, we're ready to go. I've got my towel on, I'm sitting down, I've got my helper, Luke. And he's going to help me do this. So what we're trying to do is get the fluid in and around this bottom sac of the eyelid. So the right way to do that is to look up, lean back, look up, and look away. And then Luke's going to pour it in from the outside. Right, Luke, let's go for it. And he's going to pour the stuff in with my favourite pourer. Here we go, right in that bit. Oh yeah, that's good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. It's going everywhere, but it's perfect. Okay, stop. Thank you. Have a few blinks, that's good, lots and lots there, dry it off, and then we're going to go for that a few more times to really make sure we've whooshed it all around. Okay, so this is the technique for the top bit. If you don't feel that fixes it, doing the bottom bit, you're going to want to try and rinse the top section as well, the top pocket. And so the best way of doing that is to really sit or lie down, and you're going to again look down, and you're going to make a big gap, and you're going to ask your helper to pour it in. In you go, Luke, go for it. That's it. Again, looking down, right in the gap. Oh, perfect. Keep going, stop. That
hurt.
It didn't hurt, but it is a bit of a weird feeling. Okay, perfect. Wipe that away, and then you're going to repeat that a couple of times. And there you've rinsed both sockets of the eye. Now, doing it yourself is a bit trickier, so I've set this thing up with a mirror in front of me here, and you're off to the side there. But what you're going to need to do is get nice and close to the mirror. Again, you're going to pull that bottom eyelid down, but you need to kind of turn your head. So your eye is again looking away from where you're going to pour the fluid in, but you're still looking at the mirror, and then you're going to try and dribble it in from there, everywhere it goes. But there you go. That's why it's better with a helper and a towel around your neck. Doing the top eyelid, the top pocket is pretty difficult when you do it on your own, so you might need to lie down and squirt it from there, but see how you get on. Okay, so there you have it. Thank you to Luke for helping today, and thank you to all the other kids for volunteering their various squirters. So hopefully that's helpful to you, and if there's any problem, of course, you give us a call and we'll give you advice over the phone. But there's the first thing you can do if your eye's feeling uncomfortable. Thanks very much.